Hi, Ajoku here, and in this video we're going to be talking about the benefits and the drawbacks of having a bigger house. So stay tuned to find out more. If you ask the average homeowner if they would prefer to have a bigger house, the answer will be a resounding yes. However, there are benefits and there are drawbacks in having this house. Let's look at one of the drawbacks. One of the drawbacks could be costs. So the cost that could be associated could be, for example, if you had to remortgage your property in order to buy the new property, then you would have higher repayment costs to pay back that mortgage. Also, you may have to increase your payments for your council tax and also your utility bills. So those are some of the costs that are involved. And you also might be looking at increased maintenance because, for example, if you have a bigger garden or more bathrooms in the property, you'll be using more water. Those sorts of things will also increase your outgoing costs. Let's look at some benefits. So you could have increased the equity of the property because you bought a bigger property, so it comes with a larger increase of equity inbuilt in it. You could be looking at, if you're going to rent out the property, you can rent the property out and get more money for your rent. Some drawbacks to consider as well are decorating. If you're going to be decorating your property, people like to refresh their property from time to time. So if you're going to be decorating a larger property, then it will cost you more money to do that. Also, maintenance. If you have to maintain the garden, for example, you may have to either buy garden equipment to maintain it yourself or hire a gardener that's going to do that maintenance for you. And also, if you need to clean the property as well, you would have to either hire a cleaner that's going to do that cleaning for you, or you're going to actually utilize your time and effort to clean the property yourself. So that's another drawback that could be incurred by having a larger property. Another benefit to having a larger property is more room, more space, and the ability to have barbecues as well. So more room, for example, you have your children and you have siblings of different sexes, and they want their own room. Each sibling, when they get to a teenager kind of age, they're always talking about having their own room. So this is where the space could come in handy. In terms of socializing, if you want to socialize, maybe get some fresh air and do some barbecues and things like that, it'd be nice to have a large garden to do this and give you the opportunity to socialize and just change the environment from your house to coming out of the house and maybe doing a barbecue. And finally, another drawback could be a challenge when it comes to selling the property, because the property is higher in the ladder, or is higher on the property ladder in terms of the price. Surveyors could, for example, down value that property, and this knocks out a lot of buyers from the market, and you can only have the top end buyers that are able to buy that property or that are looking for that type of property at the time. So this could hinder the sales later on. So you've got to just bear that in mind when you're coming to sell the property later on, in case of hindering the possibilities of selling the property to a wider audience. In summary, when buying a larger property, you will have to consider your needs, consider your requirements, what you actually need and what you actually require. Also consider your financial position. Are you ready for that financial commitment to pay more money for utilities, for mortgages, for upkeep, for maintenance, etc.? These are the things that you need to consider before putting the effort and commitment to buying a bigger property. Remember, we buy properties, we sell properties, and we also help people to refinance properties and release equity. So if you need any help or any support in any of these areas, do drop us a line. The details will be in the comments below, in the description below. Drop us a line or give us a call on the number that's below. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and look out for more videos just like this one. God bless you. Take care.